Hello everyone, today we are starting with premise. So you can say that premise are those statements that help in forming the conclusion. So you can write it, those statements that help in forming the conclusion. Or you can say that it is a piece of information that tries to prove something. So you can see that in this case, you have to not assume anything, but you have to answer according to the passage. Okay, so you can say that not to assume. And you can see that these are statements that are mentioned, that are written in the passage. It is explicitly mentioned by the author. So you can see that explicitly over here means it is already written in the passage. Okay. See that premise can be fact, it can be opinion, description, historical argument, statistical, or numerical data, or comparison. And you can also find it through words like because of, since, due to, as a result of. So now for understanding it more better, let's take some example. So you can see that there are two premises over here. First and second, all dogs are mammals. Fido is a dog. Conclusion, therefore, Fido is a mammal. So in this case, you can see that you have been given two premises over here, this, and you can see that through these two statements, you have found the conclusion. So you can say that these two are the premise given in the passage. One more example. So the first premise is regular physical activity improves cardiovascular health. Second premise is people who exercise regularly trend to have lower blood pressure. Let's see the conclusion in this. Therefore, exercising regularly is beneficial for your health. So in this case, you can see that you have been given two premise over here, and through this two premise, you have formed the conclusion. So you can see that premise are those statements that helps in forming the conclusion. Hope so the video was helpful. Thank you so much.